I've often said to people that prayer is the greatest adventure upon which any person could ever embark. And the greatest times in my life have been seasons and times of prayer. Because in prayer, you're going into the presence of the one who is the creator of the universe. What could be more exciting than that? You might be wondering, well, Sammy, you must have had some really exciting, extraordinary times of prayer when you went out and you had these great things happen. I want to tell you, the greatest moments of prayer have not been in those extraordinary times. And I've had some. They've been wonderful. But the greatest times of prayer have come in a quiet place where I've been all alone and I met with the Lord. I recall being in Cape Town, South Africa, and the Lord just ministering to my heart. I was there for some meetings and I would go every night after the meetings. And Cape Town, of course, is right where the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean come together. And I would go out on the beach and there were these rocks that overlooked the ocean. And I would just sit there and be still and know that God is God. And as I would meet with the Lord, oh, His presence filled me as the waves would roar and they would bounce against the rocks and the boulders. And oh, I saw the majesty and the power and the handiwork of God. And it was so awesome just to be still in His presence. You see, Jesus said, and a young man came to Him and asked Him, said, what's the greatest commandment? And Jesus said this, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, with everything that's on the inside of you, to love Him. And how do you do that? In order to love someone, you have to spend time with them. And often what God wants from us is not us just running around saying and yelling and doing things. He wants us just to come into His presence and have fellowship with Him. Oh, I think back on that time in South Africa, and there's a sweet aroma that's still with me as I think of the presence of the Lord that filled my life during those days. Yes, some of the greatest moments you'll have in prayer will be those moments where you're quiet, alone, still before the Lord, and just let Him fill you with His presence. Don't just go to Him as a Santa Claus saying, give me, give me, give me, but go to Him in His presence and say, Father, I love you. I want to spend time with you. You find a place, be still, and know that He is God, and He will be exalted in your life.